Q-Link 2166, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Cross runway 07. Flight 6014 heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 886.
Runway 34 right. Clear for immediate takeoff.
Jetstar 849er, cross runway 25. I don't think there's anything in there.
Runway 34 right. Clear to land. Qantas 480.
Qantas 550, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Jetstar 120.
Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right. Clear to land. Why is it? Welcome back to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. Following on from the previous episode where Sydney, Australia was released, jumping on board and doing another stint. Today we will do an evening stint, 1900, and see how that goes. Again, using the ZAP realistic schedule. Thank you so much, guys, for pulling this together. It was a good session in the morning, but we'll see how we go at night. Okay, back in the tower. Let's just take stock for a second. Let us bring up our debright, our ADIS, centralize that, and what are we looking at in terms of meta? 9 knots, 352. We better turn on the airport lights. We will set up the same config that we had yesterday. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. Going camera wise, so F7 on top of the tower, F8 on top of the domestic, and F9 on top of international. We will try and get everything out on Charlie, everything in on Bravo, holding short here, and we'll just have to be careful managing this here. And look at that, we've already got an arrival on its way. China Southern 301 Heavy. It's already starting. Have we got any nav lights? There we go.
2227 with information, Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Okay, our icon size is a bit small. There we go. Q-Link 2227, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved, facing south. Q-Link 2227.
So if I can shrink this, because it is a bit big. I can see that.
Semi-ground. Jetstar 611 with information, Oscar.
Oh, that's a bit awkward.
Start.
Jetstar 611, standby. 3
Roger.
in close proximity.
Jetstar 611.
That's going to be bad. Oh, we've got another one on its way in, Qantas 474. Qantas 474 is coming in from Melbourne, Tullamarine. Woo! China Southern coming in from ZGGG, Guangzhou.
Sydney ground. Q-Link 2044 with information, Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Q-Link 2044, standby.
Roger.
I'm going to try and wait for the commands this episode. It's a little bit awkward, the gate placement. I can see we've got some rather large
Sydney
planes over
ground.
there.
New Zealand 248 with information, Oscar. Requesting push and start.
New Zealand 248, pushback approved, facing south. Interesting, A380 there,
Pushback approved,
A380
facing
there.
south. New Zealand 248.
Do we have an A380 there? Cool.
Sydney Tower. China Southern 301 heavy on final 34 left.
China Southern 301 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. China Southern 301 heavy.
Looks so pretty.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 418 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Jetstar 418, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Jetstar 418.
Looks so good.
Sydney ground. Q-Link 2227 ready to taxi.
Q-Link 2227, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Q-Link 2227.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 474 on final 34 right.
Qantas 474, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34
Jetstar
right.
418,
clear
hold
to
position.
land. Qantas 474.
Hold position. Jetstar 418.
Q-Link 2044, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Q-Link 2044.
Sydney ground. New Zealand 248 ready for taxi.
New Zealand 248, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left at
Jetstar
Alpha 5.
418,
Cross
continue
runway
taxi.
07. New Zealand 248.
Negative. Taxi is blocked. Q-Link 2227. Jetstar 418. Jetstar 418.
Jetstar 418, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 418.
Velocity -7.
Sydney ground, Rex 6477 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Rex 6477, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Rex 6477.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 823 on final 34 right.
Jetstar 823, continue approach.
Roger. Jetstar 823.
Q-Link 2227, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25. Q-Link 2227.
China Eastern.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 418 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 418, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima. Cross runway 25. Just want to get you straight out.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Jetstar 418. Sydney ground. Velocity 567 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Velocity 567, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 567.
Sydney ground. Q-Link 2044 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Rex 6477 ready to taxi.
Rex 6477, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima. Cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway
Q-Link
Lima. Cross runway
2044,
25.
runway 34
Rex
right
6477.
via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima. Cross runway 25.
Negative. I'm on the taxiway already. Q-Link 2044.
Q-Link 2044, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Q-Link 2044.
Sydney Tower. Velocity 492 on final 34 left.
Velocity 492, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. Velocity 492.
Jetstar 611, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Jetstar 611.
Sydney ground. Velocity 567 ready to taxi.
Velocity 567, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima. cross runway 25. Q-link 2227, continue taxi. China Southern 301 Heavy, taxi to ramp, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Velocity 567.
Continue taxi. Q-link 2227.
Jetstar 823, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Taxi to ramp. Cross runway 07. China Southern 301 Heavy.
Busy, busy,
Negative,
busy.
I'm in the air. Jetstar 823.
Jetstar 823, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, cleared to land. Jetstar 823.
Is this one called up yet?
Sydney Tower, Qantas 470 on final 34 right.
Yep, cool. Keep coming.
Sydney ground. Velocity 977 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 474, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Qantas 474.
New Zealand 248, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Our first departure of the
Runway
evening.
34 left, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. New Zealand 248.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 611 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 611, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via
And
Charlie.
the dogs are
Bravo
going mental
10.
because there is
Hold short of
an actual
taxiway
plane
Lima.
going over
Cross
the top
runway
of
25. Jetstar
place.
611.
Jetstar 418, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 418.
I haven't heard these call up.
Sydney ground. Q-link 1990 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start. Sydney ground. Velocity 878 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Velocity 878, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 977, pushback approved, facing south. Q-link 1990, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Qantas 598, pushback approved, facing south. Bye.
Pushback approved facing south.
Off you go.
Velocity 878. Pushback approved facing south.
Q-link
Velocity
2227,
977.
runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 470, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Q-link 1990.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 598.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
Jetstar
Contact
823,
departure.
taxi to
Q-link
terminal
2227.
via Bravo.
Runway 34 right, clear to land. Qantas 470.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Jetstar 823.
Qantas 744, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Qantas 744. Sydney Tower. Qantas 744 on final 34 left.
What we got here?
Sydney ground. Velocity 977 ready to taxi. Sydney ground. Velocity 878 ready to taxi.
Velocity 878, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Velocity 878.
Velocity 977, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 left.
Rex
at Lima, via
6477,
Charlie.
continue taxi.
Velocity 977.
Continue taxi. Rex 6477.
Q-link 1990, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short, Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie.
Velocity
Bravo
4902,
10.
taxi
Hold short
to
of taxiway
terminal.
Lima, cross runway 25. Q-link 19990.
Qantas 474, continue taxi. Oops. Qantas 474, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal. Velocity 4902.
Sydney ground. Qantas
Velocity
474.
567,
Request crossing
continue
runway
taxi.
07. Qantas 474. Cross runway 25. Qantas 474.
Continue taxi. Velocity 567.
Sydney ground. Q-link 19990 ready to taxi.
Qantas 598, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Qantas 598. Sydney ground. Qantas 598 ready to taxi.
Qantas 470, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Qantas 470.
New Zealand 108, pushback approved facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. New Zealand 108.
Jetstar 418, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34
Velocity
right. Clear for immediate
878,
takeoff.
cross
On
runway
reaching altitude
25.
1000. Contact departure. Jetstar 418.
Cross runway 25. Velocity 878.
Sydney ground. Qantas 598 with information
Velocity
of
492, cross runway 25. There is a lot wanting to push back.
Cross runway 25. Velocity 4902.
Sydney Tower. Velocity 1424 on final 34
Okay,
right.
so you're going up there, so... Express Freight 670, pushback approved, facing south. Qantas 139er, pushback approved, facing south. Cancel. Qantas 139er, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing south. Express
Q-link
rate 670.
2108, pushback approved, facing south.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Qantas 139er.
Velocity 9077, cross runway 25. Q-link 2044, continue taxi. Rex 6477, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 139er.
Pushback approved facing south. Q-link 2108.
Cross runway 25. Velocity 977.
Jetstar 823, cross runway 25.
Continue taxi. Q-link 2044.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Qantas 744, taxi to terminal via Bravo, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25. Jetstar 823.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Cross runway 25. Qantas 744.
Qantas 744, taxi to terminal via Bravo, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Cross runway 25. Qantas 744.
Jetstar 611, continue taxi. Velocity 878, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 611.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 878. Sydney ground. New Zealand 108 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground. Express freight 670 ready to taxi.
Okay.
Sydney ground. Q-link 2108 ready to taxi.
Q-link 2108, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right.
Express Freight 670, runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1.
Q-link 2108.
Qantas 139er, runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1. Express freight 670.
Velocity 9077, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 567, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 1424, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1. Qantas 139er.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Qantas
1000,
139er, hold
contact departure.
short
Velocity
Quebec.
977.
Runway 34 right.
New Zealand 108, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway
Velocity
07.
567.
Runway
Come
34
on.
right, cleared to
Move it.
land.
I give you immediate.
1424.
That doesn't mean take your time.
Hold short of taxiway Quebec. Qantas 139er.
Do not go around.
Runway 34 left,
Come on.
Delta 5, cross runway
Move it.
07, New Zealand 108.
Sydney ground. Qantas 139er ready to taxi.
Come on, why are
Sydney
you so
Tower,
slow?
Singapore 211 heavy on final 34 left.
Qantas 139er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 139er.
Qantas 546, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 882, pushback approved, facing south. Q-Link 19990, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 546.
You're going up there.
Pushback approved facing south.
You're
Velocity
going there.
882.
Let's clear some of this out first.
Link 19990.
Where were
Sydney
you?
Tower, velocity 182 on final 34 left.
Sydney ground, Qantas 653 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Qantas 653, pushback approved, facing south. What's this one here?
Pushback approved facing south, Qantas 653.
Bravo 2.
Sydney ground, New Zealand 108 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Singapore 211 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Singapore
Qantas
211 heavy.
598, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 598.
Q-Link 2044, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Qantas 139 across
044.
runway 16 right.
Cross runway 16
Qantas
right.
470,
Qantas
taxi
139er.
to terminal via Bravo, hold short Bravo 2, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway Bravo 2, cross runway 25. Qantas 470.
Qantas 546, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Cross runway 25.
Velocity
Qantas 546.
1424, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Velocity 1424.
Sydney ground. Velocity 882. Ready to taxi.
Q-Link 2034, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 745, pushback approved, facing west. Express Freight 670, cross runway 16 right.
Pushback approved facing west. Q-Link
Jetstar
2034.
611, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 470, hold position.
Command property error. Kansas 745.
Qantas 546, hold position. Why
Cross
would you,
runway 16 right. Express freight 670.
why would you do that?
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Why
Jetstar
would you do
611.
that? I've already got points, so you
Hold
can go.
position. Qantas 470.
Hold position.
Qantas 546, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 546. Sydney ground. Qantas 546 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Qantas 653.
Qantas 653, runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5 via Alpha 1. Qantas 653.
Velocity 182, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Velocity 182.
Sydney Tower. Jetstar 767 on final 34 left.
Qantas 139er, hold position. Singapore 211 heavy, taxi to ramp via hotel. Cross runway 07.
Hold position. Qantas 139er.
Taxi to ramp via hotel. Cross
Velocity
runway 07.
882,
Singapore
runway
211
34
heavy.
right via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima, cross runway 25.
Q-Link 2034, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima, cross runway 25.
Qantas
Q-Link
745,
2034.
pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 485, pushback approved, facing west. Q-Link 2108, continue taxi. It's Q-Link. Q-Link 19990, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 139er, continue taxi, cross runway 25.
Pushback approved, facing
Qantas
west.
653,
Kansas
cross runway
745.
16 right. Velocity 1424, cross runway 25. Velocity 182, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 485.
Qantas 653, cross runway 16 right.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Q-Link 19990.
Jetstar 767, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Continue taxi. Cross runway 25. Qantas 139er.
New Zealand 108, runway 34 left, line up behind, next landing aircraft. Qantas 546, runway 34 left, line up behind, next landing aircraft. Qantas 598, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Cross runway 25, velocity 1424. Taxi to terminal.
Q-Link
Bravo.
2108,
Velocity 180.
continue taxi.
Cross runway 16 right. Qantas 653.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Jetstar 767.
Runway 34 left. Line up behind next landing aircraft. New Zealand 108.
Rex 6869, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 546.
Do we let all the commands just catch up?
Continue taxi. Q-Link 2108.
Express Freight 670, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 right, clear to land. Rex 6869.
Qantas 485, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 07. Express freight 670.
Velocity 182, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left, at Lima, via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Qantas
Qantas 485.
598, runway 34 right, line up behind, next landing aircraft.
Cross runway 25, velocity 180.
Qantas 745, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right.
Velocity
Line up
882,
behind next
continue
landing
taxi.
aircraft. Qantas 598.
Whoa,
Runway
Jetstar.
34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima, cross runway 25. Kansas 745.
Jetstar 767, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf.
Continue taxi. Velocity 882.
What do we got here?
Taxi to terminal, via Bravo, Golf. Jetstar 767.
Sydney Tower. Rex 6869 on final 34 right.
Sydney ground, Q-Link 2034 ready to taxi. Sydney ground, Kansas 745 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground. Qantas 485 ready to taxi.
Let all of this catch up.
Sydney ground. Express freight 670 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 546, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 546. Sydney ground, velocity 882 with information Oscar, requesting push and start. Sydney ground, Q link 2108 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Sydney Tower, velocity 542 on final 34 right.
Qantas 653, cross runway 07.
Negative. Unknown command, Qantas 653.
Qantas 653, cross runway 07.
Cross runway 07, Qantas 653. Sydney Tower, Q-Link 1508 on final 34 left.
Qantas 598, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, clear
New
for
Zealand
immediate takeoff. On reaching
108,
altitude
runway
1000,
34 left,
contact
cleared for
departure.
takeoff. On
Qantas
reaching altitude
598.
1000, contact departure. Qantas 1390, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
Velocity
contact
981,
departure.
pushback
New
approved,
Zealand
facing
108.
south. Rex 6438, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 left.
Qantas
line up and
163,
wait.
pushback
Qantas
approved,
139er.
facing west. Q-Link 2013, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 981.
Pushback approved facing south. Rex 6438.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 163.
Pushback approved facing west.
we got
Q-Link 2013.
Yeah. Q-Link 1508, runway 34 left, cleared to land. How come you're going there?
Runway 34 left, clear to land.
Velocity
Q-Link
542, runway
1508.
34 right, cleared to land. Q-Link 2108, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 1390, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Express Freight 670, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Q-Link 2034, continue taxi.
Runway 34 right, cleared to land. Velocity 542.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 2108.
Victor Hotel Kilo Yankee Lima, approved. Expect runway 25. 25 doesn't get used,
Runway
but
34 left.
I don't want
Clear
this
for takeoff.
creating
On
problem.
reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Qantas 139er.
Rex 6438, runway 34 right, via Charlie Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. Velocity 981, runway 34 right, via Charlie Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. Express Freight 670, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Express Freight 670.
Q-Link 2103, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Continue taxi. Q-Link
Q-Link
2034.
2013, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Approved. Expect runway
Qantas
25.
163,
Victor Hotel
runway
Kilo
34
Yankee
left, at Alpha 5, via Alpha 1.
Runway 34 right, right Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short to taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Rex 6438.
Velocity 884, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 442, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Velocity 981.
Velocity 542, runway 34 right, line up behind, next landing aircraft. Qantas 653, runway 34 left, line up behind, next landing aircraft. Qantas 485, runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Jetstar
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Express freight 670.
Jetstar 767, cross runway 25, hold short, Golf. Golf.
Negative. Line in the air. Q link 2108.
Qantas 745, continue taxi. Rex 68690, taxi to terminal via Uniform Bravo.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Q link 2013.
Velocity 542, taxi to terminal via Bravo Golf.
Runway 34 left, at Alpha 5, via Alpha 1. Qantas 163. Pushback approved facing south, velocity 884.
Q link 1508, taxi to terminal via Bravo Foxtrot.
Pushback approved facing south, velocity 442.
Negative. In the air. Velocity 514.
Qantas 485, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 653, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 560, runway 34 left, cleared to land. This is going to be a go-around.
Runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 653.
Velocity 882, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left.
Victor
Line
Hotel
up behind
Kilo
next landing
Yankee
aircraft.
Lima, runway
Qantas
25.
485.
Qantas 163, cross runway 16 right.
Cross runway 25. Hold short of taxiway Golf. Jetstar 767.
Velocity 560, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Qantas 745.
Velocity 442, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. Velocity 884, runway 34 right, follow company.
Taxi to terminal.
Qantas 163, cross runway 16 right.
Taxi to terminal. Right, Bravo. Golf. Velocity 514.
Taxi
Excuse
to
me.
terminal, via Bravo. Foxtrot. Q link 1508.
Qantas 1508, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact
Rex
departure.
6438, continue taxi.
Runway 34
I've
left.
got so many
cleared for
commands
takeoff. On
banked up,
reaching
I
altitude
should just
1000,
allow this
contact
to run
departure.
for a little bit.
Qantas 653.
Can I?
Runway 34 left.
Victor
cleared to
Hotel
land, velocity
Kilo
560.
Yankee Lima, runway 25, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 9081, runway... Velocity 9081, continue taxi. Q-Link 2034, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Turkish 174 Heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Jetstar
On reaching
767,
altitude
continue
1000.
taxi.
Contact departure. Velocity 882.
Runway 25, Victor Hotel Kilo Yankee Lima.
Negative. Unknown command. Qantas 163. Sydney departure on 118.4, velocity 560. Good evening. Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima, cross runway 25, velocity 442. Runway 34 right, follow company, velocity 884. Cross runway 16 right, Qantas 163.
Q-Link 2166, pushback approved, facing south. Come on, Jetstar.
Continue taxi. Rex 6438. Runway 25, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Victor Hotel Kilo Yankee Lima.
Command property error. Velocity 981.
Here you go.
Taxi. Velocity 981.
Velocity 884, cross runway 25. Q-Link 1508, taxi to ramp via Bravo, cross runway 25. Just do that.
Runway
it's fine.
34 right, line up and wait. Q-link 2034.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Turkish 174 heavy.
Turkish 174 heavy, taxi to terminal via Juliet Yankee.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 767.
Pushback approved, facing south. Q-link 2166.
Cathay 139 heavy, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo, cross runway 25, Q-link 1508.
Qantas 163, cross runway 07. Q-link 2034, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 745, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Q-link 2013, continue taxi. Velocity 884. What? Huh? What? Unhandled plane. I haven't seen that error for a very long time. Okay, where is this?
Taxi to terminal via Juliet
Pause.
Yankee. Turkish 174 heavy.
Oh, it's you. Rex 6681, pushback approved, facing south. Jetstar 209er, pushback approved, facing south. Q-link 1401, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Qantas 149er, pushback approved, facing south. Rex 6836, pushback approved, facing west. FedEx 6014 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. There. Everybody happy now? Velocity 884, cross runway 25. Q-link 2013, continue taxi.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Cathay 139 heavy.
Cross runway 07, Qantas 163.
Qantas 149er, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate
Rex
takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
6836,
contact
pushback
departure.
approved,
Q-link
facing
2034.
west.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Kansas 745.
Pushback approved, facing south.
Qantas 745, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Command drop the error. Jetstar 209er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Q-link 1401.
Pushback approved facing south. FedEx 6014 heavy.
Q-link 2166, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25, velocity 884.
Continue taxi.
Rex,
Q-link
you cost me
2013.
100
Pushback approved,
points.
facing south. Qantas 149er.
Pushback approved facing west. Rex 6836. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Jetstar
1000.
209er,
Contact
pushback
departure.
approved, facing
Kansas
south.
745.
Velocity 442, continue taxi. Rex 6438, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 849er, runway 34 left, clear to land. Cathay 139er heavy, taxi to ramp, cross runway 07. Turkish 174 heavy, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10, hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25, Q-link 2166.
Rex 6681, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. FedEx 6014 heavy, runway 34 left, hold short hotel. FedEx 6014 heavy, runway 34 left, hold short hotel.
Pushback approved facing south. Jetstar 209er.
Okay, so Rex is going.
Continue taxi. Velocity 442.
Velocity 542, cross runway 25. Rex 6836, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. Qantas 149er, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, via Alpha 1.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Jetstar
Reach altitude
209er,
1000,
runway 34
contact
right,
departure.
via
Rex 6438.
Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25. Seems like a bit of repetition.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
Q-Link
Jetstar
1409,
849.
runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Taxi to land. Cross runway 07.
Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Cross runway 07. Turkish 174 heavy.
Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie.
Qantas
Bravo 10, hold
163,
short of
runway
taxiway
34
Lima, cross runway
left,
25.
cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left.
What
Hold
is
short
wrong
of
with you?
taxi with Tango. At 6014.
Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Hold short of taxiway hotel. FedEx 6014 heavy.
Cross runway 25, velocity 542.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Rex 6836.
I think
Runway
that's a
34
problem
left
with the
at
schedule.
Alpha 5 via Alpha 1. Qantas
Jetstar
149er.
849er, taxi to terminal via Bravo Golf.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10, hold short of taxiway
Okay, so
Lima,
you're
cross
coming
runway
through,
25.
which is good.
Jetstar 209er.
Qantas 149er, cross runway 16 right. Velocity 891, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway
FedEx
25.
6014
Q-Link
heavy,
1401.
continue taxi, cross runway 07. Okay, so you're
Runway
coming
34
down.
left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Velocity
altitude 1000. Contact departure.
886, push
Qantas
back approved,
163.
facing south. Q-Link 2166, continue taxi. Velocity 9081, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Q-Link 1508. Good evening. Good job.
Qantas 480, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Jetstar 120, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Rex 6869er, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Golf. Jetstar 849er.
Okay, so you're pushing it back.
Cross runway 16
Q-Link
right.
2209er,
Qantas
push
149er.
back approved, expect runway 34 right. Q-Link 2166, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Cross runway 07. FedEx 6014 heavy.
Pushback
so you're
approved
coming
facing south.
here.
Velocity
You're going
886.
there.
Runway 34 right. Clear for immediate takeoff.
Jetstar
On reaching altitude 1000. Contact
849er,
departure.
cross runway
Velocity
25.
981.
I don't think there's anything in there.
Runway 34 right. Clear to land. Qantas 480.
Qantas 550, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Jetstar 120.
Q-Link 1508, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Why is it why is it coming up QJE?
Cross runway 25. Rex 6869er.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Q-Link 2209er.
QLK
Continue taxi.
1508.
Q-Link 2166. Cross runway 25. Jetstar 849er. Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 550.
I'm still showing up
Sydney
on
Tower. Velocity 560 on final 34 left.
velocity 886, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. Bravo 10.
Qantas
Hold short of
149er, cross
taxiway
runway
Lima. Cross
07.
runway 25. Velocity 886.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 149er.
Q-Link 2013, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Rex
Q-Link
6681,
2013.
continue taxi. Q-Link 2209, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Continue taxi. Rex 6681.
I've got like
Runway 34 right, via
60
Charlie.
commands
Bravo
sitting
10.
here waiting at the
Hold
moment.
short of taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Q-Link 2209.
FedEx 6014 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 2000, contact departure. Q-Link 2013, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 442, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left.
Qantas
clear for takeoff. On reaching
480,
altitude
taxi
2000,
to
contact
terminal
departure.
via
FedEx 6014.
Bravo 2, hold short, Bravo 2.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude
Jetstar
1000,
120,
contact
taxi
departure.
to terminal via
Q-Link
Bravo
2013.
Golf. Qantas 550, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 442.
Velocity 560, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Bravo 2. Hold
Jetstar
short taxiway
533,
Bravo 2.
pushback approved,
Qantas
facing
480.
west.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Golf. Jetstar 120.
Runway
Not
34
bad.
left at Lima via Charlie. Cross runway 25. Qantas 550.
Velocity 884, runway 34 right. Yep. Velocity 884, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Wow.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Velocity 560.
Jetstar 209, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 533.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
expecting a
On reaching
lot
altitude
more.
1000, contact departure. Velocity 884.
I was expecting a
Continue
lot
taxi.
more
Jetstar
international.
209.
Well, we've got
Sydney ground. Rex
Air China.
643 ready to taxi.
Air China's got nav
Sydney
lights on.
ground. Velocity 981 ready for taxi.
Those wings are very
Sydney
close.
ground. Qantas 163 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground. Q-Link 2013 ready to taxi.
Qantas 149, runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Q-Link 1401, continue taxi.
Runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Qantas 550,
149.
hold position. I said Charlie.
Continue taxi. Q-Link
These Qantas
1401.
pilots are going to be the death of me.
Hold position. Qantas
Qantas
550.
550, runway 34 left, at Lima, via Charlie.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Qantas 550.
Sydney ground. Victor Hotel Kilo Yankee Lima ready to taxi.
Lucky I caught that, that could have been
Sydney
bad.
Tower, Turkish 174 heavy on final 34
Rex
left.
6836, continue taxi. Q-Link 2166, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Hawaiian 451 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Continue taxi. Rex 6836.
Qantas 149, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Velocity
On reaching altitude
886,
1000.
continue taxi.
Contact departure. Q-Link 2166.
Jetstar 120, cross runway 25. It's calm
Runway
down.
34 left, clear to land.
It has
Hawaiian
calmed down.
451 heavy.
Q-Link, too early.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 149.
Velocity 560, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25.
Continue taxi. Velocity
Qantas
886.
480, cross runway 25. Jetstar 533, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima. Q-link 2209er, runway 34 right, cancel, you're already on your way. Whoop whoop. Blah, cancel. Cancel. Q-link 2209er, continue taxi. Rex. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you're
Cross runway 25. Jetstar 120.
Let's get in
Taxi
there.
to terminal via Bravo. Golf.
Rex
Cross
6681, runway 34 right,
velocity
cleared for
560.
immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 209er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Cross runway 25. Qantas 480.
Wow, Hawaiian's
Runway
going
34
there.
right, via Charlie. Bravo 10, hold short of taxiway Lima, Jetstar 533.
Hawaiian 451 heavy, taxi to ramp. Express Freight 669er, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 597, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Negative, unknown command, Q-link 2209er.
Qantas 597, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Continue taxi, Q-link 2209er.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex 6681.
This is a nice,
Runway
nice
34
stint,
right,
this one.
line up and wait. Jetstar 209er.
Qantas 550, runway 34 left, line up behind, next landing aircraft.
Taxi to ramp. Hawaiian 451 heavy.
Jetstar 209er, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34
Do
left,
not cause me
clear
to
to
go
land.
around.
Express Freight 669er.
Runway 34 right, cleared to land. Qantas 597.
Ah,
Runway 34
Q-link's
left.
back.
Line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 550.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
That's Air
Jetstar
India.
209er. Sydney
Unfortunately, we
ground,
don't get to
velocity
see
884 ready to
a
taxi.
we don't get to
Sydney
see an
ground,
A380
velocity
depart.
442 ready to taxi.
Shame.
Sydney Tower, Cafe 139 heavy
Most
on
of
final
them
3
in the
4
morning or
left.
the middle of the day.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 849er on final 34 left.
Lift,
Sydney
lift,
ground,
lift, lift,
Q-link
lift, lift, lift,
2166 ready to taxi.
lift, lift.
Sydney
Yes.
Tower, Q-link 1508
No
on
go
final
around.
34 right.
Sydney
Score.
ground, Q-link 1401 ready to taxi. Sydney ground, Rex 6681 ready to
Jetstar
taxi.
533, continue taxi. Q-link 1401, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Q-link 1401.
Q-link 1508. No.
Sydney ground, FedEx 6014 heavy ready for taxi.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Cement.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Q-link 1508.
Sydney ground, Qantas 149 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Rex 6836 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 209er ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 480 on final 34 right.
Qantas 550, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 550.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 120 on final 34 left.
Oh, you're down here.
Sydney ground,
Qantas
velocity 86 ready
480,
to taxi.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 480.
Express Freight 669er, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal.
Jetstar
cross runway
533,
25.
continue
Express
taxi.
Freight 669er.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 533.
Sydney Tower, velocity 560 on
Q-link
final 34 left.
1401, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex 6836, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Qantas
On reaching altitude
597,
1000,
taxi
contact
to
departure.
terminal
Q-link
via
1401.
Bravo, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Rex 6836.
Starting to ease up.
Taxi to terminal, via Bravo, cross runway 25.
Jetstar
Qantas
40,
597.
runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 545, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Jetstar 40.
Runway 34 right,
Ooh.
cleared to land. Qantas 545.
Jetstar 988, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Jetstar 988.
Sydney ground, Q link to 209 ready to taxi.
Bit of
Taxi
old
to
school
terminal.
commanding that way.
Cross runway 25. Q-link 1508.
Rex 6836, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex 6836.
Sydney ground, Qantas 550 ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, Hawaiian
Qantas
451
597,
heavy on
hold
final
position.
34 left.
Hold position. Qantas 597.
That could have been bad.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 597 on final 34 right.
Sydney Tower, Express Freight 669 on final 34 left.
Qantas 5907, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas
Velocity
597.
886, runway 34 right, line up behind, next landing aircraft.
Runway 34 right, line up behind next
Not gonna
landing
lie, I was
aircraft.
about to send them
Velocity
straight out.
86.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 533 ready to taxi.
We've
Sydney
almost
Tower.
done an
Q-link
entire
1508
hour.
on final 34 left.
I
Sydney Tower,
think
Qantas
we'll
545
be
on final
ending the
34 right.
episode reasonably
Sydney
soon.
Tower, Jetstar 40 on final 34 left.
If you have watched the
Sydney Tower,
morning
velocity
episode that
978 on
I
final 34
posted
left.
earlier today,
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 419
do let me
on
know
final
whether you
34
prefer
right.
the evening or the
Sydney Tower, Velocity
Day.
79 on final 34 left.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 988 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 988, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, hold short Lima, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right. Bravo Charlie. Bravo 10. Hold short to taxiway Lima. Cross runway 25. Jetstar 988.
Air India 301 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Air India 301 Heavy.
Sydney ground, Qantas 139er with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Velocity 886, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Whoa, 1000 turned into
Runway
200.
34 right, clear for immediate takeoff. On
Qantas
reaching altitude
545,
200,
taxi
contact
to
departure.
terminal via
Velocity 886.
Bravo, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal.
Jetstar
via
40,
Bravo.
taxi
Cross runway 25.
to
Qantas
terminal
545.
via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25, Jetstar 40.
Q-link 2209 and runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I cleared you.
Runway 34 right.
Velocity
Clear for immediate
978,
takeoff
runway
on
34
reaching
left, cleared to land.
altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-link to 209.
Velocity 978, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Talk about late clearance.
Negative, I'm in the air. Velocity 978.
Jetstar 419, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Velocity 978.
We're almost about to come to the
Runway
end
34 right,
of
clear to land.
everything.
Jetstar 419.
T3 Assistant is not showing too much activity.
Sydney ground. Qantas 546 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Sydney ground. Air India 301 Heavy ready to taxi.
Air India 301 Heavy, runway 34 left, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left. Cross runway 07. Air India 301 Heavy.
Velocity 978. Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25. Qantas 545, hold short, kilo.
Negative, unknown command, velocity 978. Hold short of taxiway kilo, Qantas 545.
Jetstar 533, runway 34 right, line up behind, next landing aircraft. Velocity 8790, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, line up behind next landing aircraft. Jetstar
Velocity
533.
978, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Velocity 879er.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25, velocity 978.
Jetstar 988, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 988.
Qantas 545, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Jetstar
Qantas
824,
545.
pushback approved, facing west. Jetstar 533, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 824.
Runway 34 right, clear to takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Qantas
Jetstar
491,
533.
pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 491.
I think we will get Air India out of here, and we will
Sydney
then
ground, Q-link
end
203,
the episode
information
there.
Oscar, requesting push and start.
Velocity 879er, taxi to ramp via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25. Velocity 879er.
Jetstar 419er, taxi to ramp via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25. Why have I started saying ramp instead of terminal?
Taxi to Ram, via Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25, Jetstar 419er.
I was starting to get a
Sydney
few.
ground. Kansas 745 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Rex 6588, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Rex 6588.
Jetstar 988, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 301 Heavy, runway 34 left at Alpha 5.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 988.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5. Air India 301 Heavy.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 526 on final 34 left.
Qantas 4901, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway
No.
34 left at Lima via Charlie. Cross runway 25. Qantas 491.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 824 ready to taxi.
Qantas 4901, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Qantas 491. Sydney ground. Qantas 491 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground.
Jetstar
Qantas 485
824,
with
runway
information
34
Oscar,
right via
requesting push and
Charlie,
start.
Bravo 10.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. Jetstar 824.
Air India 301 Heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 2000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 2000, contact departure. Air India 301 Heavy.
And let's watch it take
Sydney
off.
ground. Rex 6588 ready to taxi.
Everything else can just,
Sydney ground.
fade away into the background.
With information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Here it goes. The Air India 787-800.
Velocity 884 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
That's insane, a 787-8... Oh no, I'm thinking of
Sydney Ground,
737
Victor Hotel
800.
Kilo Yankee Lima with information Oscar, ready to start.
Okay, bye Jetstar.
Sydney ground, Rex 6681 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Sydney Ground, Rex 643 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Sydney ground, Qantas 163 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Sydney Tower, Malaysian 141 heavy on final 34 left.
Wow, there we go. Another stint
Sydney
at
ground, QLink
Sydney
2013 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Kingsford Smith Airport.
Sydney ground, velocity 442 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
And there we go. Air India 301 on its way
Sydney ground, Rex
to New Delhi.
6836 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
And off it goes over the top
Sydney
of Sydney.
ground, Qantas 149er with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another stint at Sydney Airport, the new airport to the game. Do let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you receive updates on when new content comes out. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.